welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe. Also, do not forget to hit the notification button. So this morning, I'm still going to be talking about Bimbo, the lady that got deleted due to domestic violence in Lagos, Nigeria. So, but before I go on to what I want to really talk about, I would like to go back to my last video, which I did some days back about this same lady, you know, and what I felt the family could have done better, you know. In that video, I shared my own story of how I also got pregnant around that age and what my family did, how my parents stood by me, you know. And I just mentioned I wasn't really saying that I wasn't saying for a fact that the family didn't do this or they didn't do that. I just felt, well, maybe if they had done some things, if they have taken some steps, you know, maybe she would have been alive, she would have lived a different life, you know. But after I did that video, some people called me up to commend me, you know, for sharing my own story. But a particular person called me and she was like, oh, why did you didn't have to share that story? Why did you talk about yourself? Why did you talk about your experience? You know, no, that wasn't right. You know, if she was the one that, no, she couldn't have done that. And she was just going on and on. And I had to stop her. I told her that it was my story, and I am not ashamed anytime, any day to share my story, just to encourage people, you know, and to tell parents that there are things that will happen in our lives that that we can do. Things will happen to our children, and there are ways that we can help them. So sharing my story was not a shameful thing for me. I told her that, so she shouldn't even, that it's none of her business, you know. And for anybody that wants to call me to tell me that, oh, you're not even ashamed, why do you have to say that? It is better you don't call me, because I am going to give it right to you. You know, and the funniest thing was after speaking to this lady, because this lady is my friend, you know, after speaking to her, I called up some other people that are my friends, and you know, only to discover that our real problem, the reason why she called me, was that what I said really hit her, because she has a daughter that she's giving out in marriage right now. They already fixed the date. She has a daughter that she's giving out in marriage because a young daughter, a teenager too, is pregnant. You see? So hypocritical lady. This lady, no, I hate hypocrisy. I hate people that are hypocritical. If you think that, okay, maybe there's something that you should do, or maybe there's a way you can help your child, you should have just come out straight. I think the problem with her was that she was feeling guilty. And I had to call her back, and I told her that, I knew, of course, I discovered that you had given out your daughter. That what a shameful thing for you to do. And I told her that your conscience will judge you. And I just pray that nothing happens to that lady, because she's also a teenager right now. They already fixed the date, and she's giving out this girl because, you know, there are things that we'll do. Like I said, I was brought up in a family, in a Christian home, respectable home. My father did everything, my mother did everything to bring me up. But then children sometimes will derail. So people should stop pretending that things don't happen. So, well, going back to what I want to talk about today. So, You know, I've been reading a lot of things about Bimbo, you know, and what people are saying. You know, this lady did a lot of terrible things, as in things just to make a marriage work. She did a lot of unthinkable things. You know, she carried sacrifices. She did a lot of ritualistic things for her husband, just for this guy to be rich, just for her to have a comfortable life. Bimbo died an empty woman. You know, and I've been reading a lot of things. You know, people were saying that, oh, maybe she did it because she just wanted to be rich. You know, she wanted to live a good life. She did it because she was obsessed with this guy. Some people said, oh, if she had wanted to leave, she should have left the marriage. You know, which I will always say, you know, in some situations that you can leave. You know, in fact, there's this blogger, I'm going to say her name right on, Blessing CEO, a relationship expert that does not have a relationship. You know, she was saying all sorts of things about this girl and her family. You know, because sometimes when we're talking, we need to empathize. There's something called emotional intelligence. You just don't come out just because you're chasing clout to start saying rubbish. Blessing CEO was all out saying all sorts of things about this young lady. Bimbo has gone. She's gone to be with the Lord. She made mistakes, yes. Her family will have regrets right now, yes. But in our own case, it is difficult for you. It is unfair for people to say, oh, if she had wanted to leave, she could have left. And I started thinking to myself, in our own situation, you know, the reason why she didn't leave. And the reason why this lady did not leave, when I started to think about it, when I started to do some research, is what we call trauma bonding. She was traumatically bonded to this guy. She was traumatically stuck on. She was stuck to this guy because of what she did, because of all the things that she did for this guy, because of all the sacrifices, because of the ritualistic processes that she went ahead to do for this guy. You know, because she thought she loved him. She did not know better. I'm sure if Bimbo had the opportunity to look back now, she will have regrets. She will wish that she had done better. She had done it differently. But, you know, for us to start saying, oh, some people even said, oh, it's because of the money that she did not leave. This lady, you know, said how she did everything, how this guy used her glory, how she exchanged her destiny just to make sure that her husband was okay. So for her to leave will be very difficult, because we are talking spiritual here. She did a lot of things. They went to babalawos, they went to ritualists, they did all sorts of things. So it will be difficult for her, because she already knew what she did. So she will feel so I'm sure she felt like, oh, she was going to be the loser, you know, after doing all those things for this man, and this guy kept abusing her. In fact, when our brother came on Daddy Free's show, in fact, I don't even understand this Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze will only interview people when they are in their low moment. When this lady sent out messages, was it 2019 or so, or 2020? Daddy Freeze did not invite her for interview. But now that the lady has passed, he started calling the brother for interview. And this guy, you know, because of his current state of mind, said some things. And I love the way the guy gave it to Blessing CEO, the relationship expert that does not have any relationship. The relationship expert that live on lies. You know, calling out the family, calling out the late Bimbo, that she could have left. Yeah. In some situations, yes. It's easy to say you should leave. You should have left. It is easy. But in our own case, if we look at it very well, because of what she did for this guy, because of the processes, because of all the sacrifices, because of everything that she put her hands into, and also because she knew that her destiny has been tampered with, she thought the best was, you know, to stay. She thought she could fight. In fact, when I was reading that she went to the house, the reason why she went to the house was that she wanted to go and take the house document, and that was how the fight started and everything, and eventually the house was set ablaze or something. I'm sure what she thought, the reason why she went ahead to think, okay, maybe she could take the document to the house, was that she had lost everything. That maybe, but she didn't know better. If she had known, you know, and this is an advice for everyone out there that has done one ritualistic process or that has taken oaths with anybody. You can seek redemption. No matter the kind of oath, no matter the kind of blood oath that you have taken, there is one blood that is above every other blood. There is one blood that will consume every other blood. It is the blood of Jesus Christ. You can be saved. If Bimbo had known, she would have seek the face of the Lord. She would have run, run to church. She would have run to God in prayers. But èṣù lágbára ni, kò ní gbàlà. In her own case, it was difficult for her to leave, because she was considering everything that she did, all the things that she went through for this guy and with this guy. Thank God, I was just reading now that this guy has been arrested and is in I think he's in Ikoyi prison. Thank God. And I just hope they will have enough evidence to charge him. Because seriously, that guy should not be walking around a free man. Because all those things that Bimbo did for him, all those things that he made her to do, all the sacrifices will need renewal. So he will definitely need a woman, a girl, somehow, somewhere, to renew all those things, all the powers, all the riches. So it is better they let him stay in the prison. And so that he will not go and look for another girl. Because àwọn olójú kòkòrò ṣì wà ń tà. And if you are thinking of doing that, if you're thinking of going into a oath with any man or any woman, use Bimbo's case as an example. There is nobody that is worth doing that for. Nobody. Not your husband, not your wife, not your boyfriend, not your fiancé, nobody. You don't go, and start taking oath and start doing spiritual things. This girl wrote how she went to Badagry to do some things for this guy. she thought she was in love. She thought she wanted, oh God, devil is a liar. You know, there's a way devil will sell things to you. There's a way people will come. You know, this guy is a narcissistic psychopath. He's a bastard. I can imagine the things he would have been telling her, the things he was telling her then. Please do this for me, so that we can both enjoy life. I even heard that there was a time this guy said, oh, if Bimbo lived, that he was going to die. When a man starts to tell you that, oh, without you, he cannot live, that is toxic. You need to run. Because there's no man that is worth dying for. There's no man that is worth dying for. So instead of people condemning her, she made some terrible mistakes. She took some terrible decisions, bad decisions. Yes, but she's gone to rest. So stop saying that, oh, she should have left. Why didn't she leave? It was because of the money. It was because of the riches that she was enjoying. That was not the reason. For me, I think she's stuck with this guy because of trauma. She was traumatically bonded to this guy. Because the guy was traumatizing her. She also knew what she had done and just felt, well, where else will I go? This lady left empty. Empty. Because she explained how she paused her life. How she stopped everything for this animal called IVD. You see, parents, please let us encourage our children. Your life does not revolve around any man or any woman. Don't be too desperate. Don't think that okay, you have to go all out. You have to stick your head, your hands into things that are not right just to please a man. It is not worth it. It's not worth it. Because all that Bimbo did, all the rituals, all the sacrifices, this guy was just using it, you know, to enjoy life with other girls, even while she was there. He was flaunting the wealth, enjoying life, abusing her, traumatized this lady. It's so pathetic. But then, people should stop saying, someone like Blessing CEO should stop talking. I don't even know where she got that relationship expert certificate. I don't even think so. Because all this lady who always say, I don't know, she has not saved any, and I have not even heard it. No testimonial of marriages that she has saved. Yet she calls herself relationship expert. Relationship expert, my foot, that doesn't have any relationship. Relationship expert that lives on lies. Bimbo is resting. Our family is hurting. I'm sure our parents will have regrets right now. I'm sure they will look back and like thought to themselves, and they will say to themselves, oh, maybe if we had done this. So nobody should judge. So guys, I hope, I pray as usual that God will help each and every one of us. Please don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you. Bye.